Hi, this is Professor V.K. Patil. I welcome you to my video classes on basic electronics. Today we will see one of the important semiconductor device called as silicon control rectifier, most commonly abbreviated as SCR. It is fabricated by using the silicon material, hence the name is given as silicon. It is used in AC to DC converter, that is nothing but rectifier, hence again the term it comes rectifier in the name. Why the name given as control? The reason is that the amount of AC which is converted into the DC, it can be controlled through this device. I can control the amount of AC which is converted into the DC by using silicon control rectifier, hence the name is given as SCR, that is silicon control rectifier. Silicon control rectifier, it is a 4-layer and 3-junction device. It has 4 layers of semiconducting materials. It has 3 junctions. These 4 layers are P, N, P, N. Now if you observe this structure, we have 4 layers of a semiconductor material and we have 3 junctions. So this is the first junction. Let us call this junction as J1. So this is the second junction. Let us call this as J2. This is the third junction. Let us call this as the J3. So as said, so it has 4 layers of semiconducting material and it has the 3 junction J1, J2 and J3. So this first layer, it is moderately doped. So the doping concentration is here moderate. The second layer, it is lightly doped. So the second layer is lightly doped. Third one, it is moderately doped. And last one, it is heavily doped. So this is what the structure, or you can say the construction of silicon control rectifier, that is SCR. It has 4 layers, P and PN. The first layer, which is moderately doped. The second layer, which is lightly doped layer, it is moderately doped. The last layer, which is heavily doped. Right? The symbol for this silicon control rectifier is so it is like a diode. And to this diode, we have one control terminal called as a gate. So this is the control terminal of a SCR, that is silicon control rectifier, which is a gate. So this is the anode terminal and this is cathode. In the structure also we can show this terminal. So here we have the anode. So this is a cathode. And we have gate at third layer. This is the symbol. When I apply a positive voltage in between anode and cathode, so if I connect the battery source in between anode and cathode, let us say this voltage is VAK. So basically if I use only the diode, it will be the forward bias and current it starts moving through the circuit. But here what happens, when I apply the positive voltage in between anode and cathode, this SCR, it won't start conducting unless and until I apply a positive voltage at the gate. So therefore gate is known as the control terminal. The switching of thyristor is controlled by using a gate terminal, hence gate is called as control terminal of a thyristor. Let us see its working. The working or the switching action of thyristor, it can be studied well by using the VI characteristics of a thyristor. To plot the VI characteristics of a thyristor, let us consider the circuit. And in between these two terminals, we need to apply the voltage. Let us say some voltage V or supply voltage Vs. Here I am plotting the anode to cathode voltage, and here we are plotting the current through the SCR. Let us say it is IA, anode current. Okay. When the supply voltage is 0, anode to cathode voltage will be the 0 and current will be the 0. Is it right? So when I go on increasing the voltage in between anode and cathode simply by increasing the supply voltage, so anode to cathode voltage it increases. Let us see what happens to the anode current. As discussed earlier, the SCR is 4-layer device. PN. So here we are applying the voltage in between anode and cathode. So this is connected to the positive and cathode is connected to the negative. So this is nothing but anode to cathode voltage. This is junction J1, junction J2, this is junction J2. When I apply the positive voltage in between the anode and cathode, the junction J1 is forward bias. So junction J1 is forward bias because P-type metal is connected to the positive. So when I apply the positive voltage to the P-type metal, and if N-type metal is connected to the negative, we say that junction is forward bias. So as I am connecting the positive to the anode, so the junction J1 it becomes the forward bias. Also, junction J3 is also forward bias. Reason is that N-type metal is connected to the negative. Right? So more negative voltage it is appearing at the N-type metal. Hence this junction J3 also it is the forward bias. Junction J2 is reverse bias. It is reverse bias. Right. So what happens? So this junction is forward bias which is acting as the short circuit. Junction J3 is also forward bias which is acting as the short circuit. Now in between anode and cathode there is only the reverse bias junction J2, and we know that reverse bias junction it won't allow the flow of a current. Only the leakage current it flows through the reverse bias junction which is very small. Hence the very small current it starts flowing if I go on increasing the anode to cathode voltage by increasing the supply voltage. So this is the leakage current. Let us say up to this some particular voltage, the current which is very small, and this voltage is known as VBO. If the anode to cathode voltage, if it increases more than that of VBO, where VBO is known as breakout voltage, so this reverse bias junction it breaks and the large current it starts flowing through this junction, and the current it starts moving from anode to cathode. So when the voltage is greater than that of VBO, the reverse bias junction is broken. So there is no barrier in between anode and cathode. The voltage it decreases suddenly and the large current it starts flowing through the thyristor. The SCR is also known as thyristor. The region in between 0 and VBO it is known as forward blocking region. This is known as forward blocking region. When I apply the voltage greater than that of VBO, the thyristor starts conducting. Hence, this region is known as forward conducting region because here SCR is conducting now. So forward conducting region. Now let us apply the negative voltage in between anode and cathode. So if I connect the negative supply in between anode and cathode, that is what I need to change these polarities. So here it becomes negative and positive. Now when I apply the negative voltage in between anode and cathode, so junction J1 is reverse biased. Now as negative is applied to the p-type material, so junction J1 is reverse biased. Similarly, positive is connected to the n-type material, hence junction J3 is also a reverse bias. Junction J2 is a forward bias. Now in between anode and cathode there are the two junctions which are reverse biased, and we know that in reverse bias condition only the small current it starts flows through the junction, and which is in opposite direction, because now positive is connected to the cathode, hence the current it starts moving from cathode to the anode, which is the reverse current. So hence the current it becomes the negative. So that is why it should be the below the horizontal line. So this is the leakage current which is flowing through the thyristor. If I go on increasing this negative voltage, then also this current it remains the constant, because leakage current it is independent of the terminal voltages. Now once I apply the voltage greater than that of VBR is known as breakdown voltage of a thyristor, that is SCR. The junction J1 and J3 are broken and the very large current it starts flowing through the thyristor, that is SCR, in reverse direction. This region from 0 to VBR is known as reverse blocking state, reverse blocking region, and this is a forbidden region. This is what the forbidden region. This is all about the switching or working of a SCR. In positive voltage, apply the voltage which is positive in between anode and cathode. The very small current is moving, it flows through the thyristor from anode to cathode. So anode to cathode is considered as a positive voltage. So the very small current it flows, which is nothing but the leakage current through the junction J2. Then what is the effect of this gate on this BI characteristics? Now this plot what I have drawn, it is drawn by considering that gate voltage is 0. Now let us assume that if I apply some voltage, at the gate, so this junction J2 will be forward at the early voltage. That is why when this is the situation, or this is the point when Ig is equal to 0, because we have not applied any voltage. Now if I apply the gate voltage, so this conduction it starts at some lower voltage. If I increase more gate current, so it will conduct at some early voltage. So here Ig2 is greater than Ig1, and that is what the use of gate terminal. If I apply the gate voltage, the thyristor it turns on at lower anode to cathode voltage. This is all about the SCR, its construction, symbol and BI characteristics. In next class we will see the two transistor model of a thyristor. Till then, thank you.